hours less here with a quick and dirty DIY mount for the Lego Paul Walker GTR. All the files and parts are in the description. Enjoy. I'm pretty proud of this. It took longer than it should have, but I'm going to blame that on not using modeling software that often. And it could be better. I should put chamfers. It's not all perfectly parameterized. There's little, chingadera right there. Needs chamfers all around. It's probably not going to print right, honestly. I'm hoping that this overhang right here on these, they're going to print right, but I don't have faith in it. If y'all haven't seen this, this is FreeCAD, which is a pretty cool open source CAD software. I haven't really used SolidWorks. I've used CATIA or 3DX, but this is my go-to at home CAD software. If you can't tell from the name, this is a like a little box mount that I got for or that I'm making for a Christmas present that I got. Like what's that game called? White Elephant? Where you exchange gifts with your friends. I stole this. Well, actually, let's pull it up real quick. Lego GTR from YouTube. Yeah. That's not the one though. Interesting. There's apparently there's some other versions of it. That's pretty freaking cool right there. Oh, I'm actually not seeing the box version that I have. This one. Yeah. Interesting. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing like the box version for it anywhere. But I'm making a mount for it that I can mount some LEDs up in here. I've got some little LED strips that I'm going to mount along here to get some actual underglow for it. So we modeled it, we measured it, and then modeled it, and now we're about to print it. So I haven't used Creality Print in a while. Well, I haven't printed anything in a while, honestly, but I imported these in. I'm gonna get these oriented correctly. Not quite. Excuse me. No. That's why I never use these little draggy things. Never work quite how you would expect them to. Get these mounted somewhere in the middle of the plate. I haven't used my printer in a minute, honestly, so I don't know how well this is going to work. Let's see how it slices. Wow, this is so much better than Orca did. Orca was putting all sorts of junk in here. I mean, this looked good. I hope that these walls print right. I hope that they're stiff enough. I think with this plate fits in these slots here, and we've got a little USB-C cutout for a Arduino, an ESP32, fancy little ESP32, way overkill. I should really just use like an Arduino Uno, but I don't have one of those. So we've got an ESP32, control 12 LEDs. Maybe at some point I'll make it Wi-Fi compatible. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. But we're gonna send this. Please don't hack me. Look, that's not a good look. I'll be back. I'm gonna change out to black filament. I think black will look a lot better for this. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We've got our ESP32. The print has just started, and I just soldered together these LED strips. I think they're gonna fit. I mean, I haven't really fit tested it yet because it's still printing, but I think this is gonna fit. We're gonna go and beep boop beep boop, connect these together, get them lit up, hopefully before this is done printing. Okay, so we're gonna do this like no cuts, no nothing. I'm gonna try and get this project set up, show you what it looks like whenever I'm gonna go and make a project like this. I don't really do that much Arduino programming, but let's give it a shot. So we're gonna start a new Arduino project. This was some other test. No, not right now. We're gonna make a new sketch. Get rid of this one. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have got rid of that one because I think that one had some had some LED code in it, but I've got this one that has some LED code in it. So I'll put these side by side. What are we working with? So FastLED is a library. We'll go look up real quick. FastLED. So it's a C++ maybe library for controlling LED controllers. So this is a W82812. I think this is what I'm using. I think our WS2812B Ecos, something like that. It's already included in this project. We need to pull it in over here. I think I could just add this include because I've already included the project, but in Arduino you've got these libraries, so we can just go look for FastLED. Boom, FastLED. I've already got it installed. You just click install and then you'd include it. Boom, boom. What is our LED pin? So this is the pin on our Arduino or ESP32 that we're going to use. I'm going to use I think I'm going to use D12. So pin 12, number of LEDs 12, 6 on each side. Brightness, that's not super necessary, but we'll put it in. WS2812B, GRB, I'm not sure why I did that before. Green, red, blue, color order green, red, blue. We use color order when we define FastLED. Yeah, this is C++ because we've got this typing. So GRB, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm used to RGB, so we're going to change that to RGB and hope there's no issues. RGB, and then this is how many LEDs we've got. So this is like the array that has the information, the color, and everything. So in the setup, we add the LEDs, we add that array, and we add the number of LEDs. So just does some setup in here, and then set correction, typical LED strip. This, does it say what this does? No, I'm guessing this is some sort of color correction. It says right there, so like brightness, like color theory stuff. So we're just gonna copy it. Honestly, we're gonna copy all of these. So this serial begin lets us write to the serial output down here. 9600 baud, something to do with how fast it communicates. I think that should be fine. And honestly, this test right here is going to be just fine to make sure that our code's working. Really, we're just trying to make sure, that should be outside a global variable. Really, we're just trying to make sure that this is going to work. I've experienced way too many times where I go too far and realize I messed up something dumb. So we're going to get something super basic working. And then really, instead of filling a rainbow, we just want to fill a specific color. This is going to be super, super simple. Make sure we're plugged in. Make sure we don't drop stuff. So we've got our ESP32 plugged in. This is where it gets hairy. I have alligator clips to try and plug all this together. So if anybody out there has ever used alligator clips, you know how treacherous they can be. Like when I say treacherous, I mean treacherous. And in fact, I'm not even sure I have enough of them. I'll be right back. And we're back with this rat's nest. So we've got yellow for data connected up to, maybe you can see that, pin 13. We've got white connected to black. Yeah, I didn't have, one of the black alligator clips. Doesn't matter, black, white, whatever, for power, and then green for ground. Thank God there's a ground on the other side over here, because I was fighting. This is the other ground pin. You can see it in there. That was just never going to happen. Also, you can see how close those are to touching. I'm sure they will touch, and they're going to short out. Listen, do as I say, not as I do. Don't ever try and do anything like this. Like, this is just not the right way to do this. Throw it in a breadboard like this. Honestly, this is a project I've been working on that hopefully I'll show off soon. Do it in a breadboard like this. This is just awful. But we're going to throw it in here soon. So that's the plan. Drum roll. We're going to upload this code. Very simple. Hopefully it compiles. It's set to the ESP32 for, this is like a, Elegoo Alibaba ESP32. I really am not sure if this is going to work, especially, I think the code's fine. The code's very simple, right? Set to pin 12. Actually, am I on pin 12? Yeah, we're going to fail because it's not on pin 12. We're on pin 13. And I'm not moving the pin. I would much rather just change this to 13, you know what I'm saying? So we changed that to 13. Sorry, you couldn't see that. Cancel the compile. Verify. Let it compile. I'm not sure why it's taking so long to compile. It's 26 lines of C++. That's not too much. This is absurd. What is wrong? What's going on? Give me some info here. Is it this? Is it this? Why is it not compiling? Give me more information. I really want to see that. Whoa, it should be probably 9600 baud. Didn't get a response. There's a program already on there. Maybe that's the issue? Doubt. There we go. Finished compiling. Let's upload. Boom, boom. Oh, recompile it. That's fine. Don't use a cached version or anything. Whoa, look at that. Now, we wait for this. We'll be back in 53 minutes. Alright, so the first try of this did not fucking work. I don't know what I fucked up, but for some reason, these don't sit quite right. Like, I don't know. The fitment's not quite there. You can see it's floating right there. I think that I need to just bump it out a little wider. Honestly, looking at it like this, it looks kind of stupid with the base being smaller than the car. So I think I'll make the base probably the exact same width as the car. And then I won't have to try and, calculate all that. We'll be back. So, we had to do a redesign. There were a couple of issues with the first one. First being these little wings, the mounts for the LEDs. They need to be facing outwards. When they're facing inwards, the LED just wasn't really shining. I think if I put diffusers on it it might be a little better, but I think this should be a lot more visible, especially with diffusers. Secondly, it just didn't fit. So I made the whole thing a little wider, and now the wheels for sure should fit. So I don't know, I don't feel the best about this gap, but you know, we'll make it work. And this little thing right here, I don't feel the best about that little chingadera. But also I kind of like it because it's a little like mount or like steady rest for the LEDs when they slip in there. So yeah, we're gonna get this printed. We might have jumped the gun, but I went ahead and soldered everything together. So we've got the LEDs on this little board. We've got this ESP32. It's way, way oversized. And then a little button, that way we'll be able to switch modes. Yeah, thank God for these helping hands. They really are a lifesaver when you're trying to do stuff like this. And what do you know? First try after actually putting it together, like not with alligator clips or trying to shove wires into this breadboard that aren't meant to go in the breadboard. Works like a charm. So we've got a couple of different modes. We've got 16 different colors we can switch through, just rotating through the HSV values. We've got a nice little rainbow. Got a little, I don't know, flicker rainbow? Yeah. Some like pulsing white. And a little confetti. I'm back. I got a little bit aggressive trying to install this, and as you can see, I tore off a trace. So I'm gonna unsolder this, put it back on, actually assemble it. I think we're gonna be good. All right, fully assembled for the first time. Put a bunch of the hot snot. Come on, focus. Put a bunch of the hot snot on the little button. It's gonna be a pressure fit. I'm a bit worried that the hot snot's gonna block this, so. Oh, no, it should fit. Come on, get in there. Come on, there we go. Perfect fit like a glove. Look at that. I'm probably gonna need some diffusers because this is gonna be very, very bright. But we're gonna plug it in and hope that I didn't, accidentally tear off any of the pads again. Drum roll. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. I might not even need any diffusers for this thing. Let's see what she's working with. If I can get at the little button, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, the button is not pressing. This is not great. I'm hold this. No, that don't work. Maybe. Button's not pressing. I broke the button. All right. Turns out I didn't break the button. I was just not hitting it correctly. So the only thing that I want to fix is we can see that these LEDs right here are kind of moved down. So we've got a little bit of that. I know I have some tweezers around here. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck they went. Perfect. That'll get his backs up there. Oh yeah. And it is a little bit hard to press. It does work, promise. We're gonna go green, and then Tito's going crazy. We've got some. Oh, that is amazing. The breathing white and confetti. Congratulations, right? That's what you're saying? Yeah, boy.
Confidence in you, there's confidence in me, there's confidence in a higher speed.
Hey. So I need an intro. I need something to kick us off with. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy,